Hello everyone! Beef Wellington looks very difficult to make, but trust me, in the end of this episode you won't be thinking that way. This is this kind of dish that makes very good first impression. First you look at this golden puff pastry and right away you know that this is going to be something amazing. Then it is time for cutting a slice of this dish and you can see this perfectly made beef tenderloin. And at that moment you know that this is going to be a dinner to remember. So firstly we need to talk about beef tenderloin. We need a middle part of it, which is filet mignon. It isn't just the most even piece of tenderloin, it is also the most tender part of it. This part of muscle almost never works. It does nothing, besides that it tastes absolutely insane. And for this royal dish, we will use exactly this part. From preparation before searing, we only remove the membrane and it should be ready to go. So cover your filet with oil and sprinkle with generous amount of salt and pepper. Put your pan on the stove and heat. We want it to be very hot to achieve as much caramelization as quickly as possible. We don't want to temperature penetrate our meat. If this happens, we won't achieve this evenly pink, beautiful beef tenderloin all through. So after a quick sear from every side, we place our meat on the rack and put it into the oven with thermometer in your meat. Heat it to 70 degrees with convection on. Quick note, always put thermometer from the side of the beef, not from the top. And bake until our tenderloin reaches 50 degrees. When it happens, take the meat out and let it cool down. Okay, some of you will ask me why I am doing this. The reason is very simple. We cook this dish at the final baking at very high temperature. It is very easy to overcook this dish at that time, and it would be an absolute disaster. When we pre-cook our meat, we can reach our favorite temperature of our meat. Then we can monitor the temperature of our meat during baking. We can take it out earlier, when our temperature inside meat reach 35 degrees. This way we will be sure that our meat will be warm when we will plate it, and also we will be sure that our meat has got the perfect texture we like, because we reach this point during our pre-baking. So it makes our job literally very hard to destroy. Now we need to prepare our mushroom stuffing. But first we need to peel and cut 300 grams of shallots. Chop it thinly and place it on a pan with 100 grams of butter and slowly fry until nice and soft. In the meantime, we take 700 grams of mushrooms and 700 grams of oyster mushrooms and we cut it very thinly. Just slice it and then cut it all through. You don't have to be precise. You want it to be cut very thinly but not blend. This will add additional texture to our dish. You can add mushrooms to our onions in parts, because at first it looks like there are a lot of them, but after 10 minutes we will get rid most of water and then we can add another batch of them. After about 25 minutes, when those look like that, add 1 gram of fresh thyme and a shot of cognac. Then again reduce and season to taste with salt and pepper. And it is ready to go. Now we will prepare pancakes. Those are very important to this recipe. Pancakes will protect our pastry from moisture coming out from meat, vegetables and mushrooms. And this barrier will help us to obtain a very crispy puff pastry on outside. So we will need something about 4 pancakes. So I take 1 egg, 125 grams of milk, 12 grams of oil, 2 grams of salt and mix it. Then I add 60 grams of flour, I mix it until well combined, then I add a little water and I am ready to fry. Put small amount of oil on the pan and rub it using paper towel and fry pancakes. When those are cooked, set aside. Now we have to blanch our spinach. But to this recipe, I added beetroot leaves. Now it is in Poland season for them and I absolutely love them. Take your pot, pour water to it and bring to a boil. Then throw there our beet leaves and blanch for 20 seconds and immediately transfer to a cold water. Then squeeze water from them, separate on a plate to be easier to handle later and put aside. Now we've made everything for our beef beside pastry, but this after shaping. Take a big plastic foil and roll it on your working area. Then, carefully, place there 4 pancakes. On that, place prosciutto ham, then place our leaves on it. And after you've done that, take paper towel and last time try to remove excess water from them. Now it is time for our mushroom mixture. Spread it evenly. We don't want to have any air pockets inside. Then take your seared filet, brush it with Dijon mustard and place on our prepared ingredients and roll. Make sure all our ingredients will be at every side of beef. Cut off excess pancakes if there are too much of them, then wrap it, roll and shape. You want it to be nice and even all through. You can place that prepared meat and bake it even after tomorrow, but you want it to be in the fridge for at least 12 hours to cool down completely. If you will not do this, your beef Wellington will look something like this. It is harder to make your pastry very crispy and not be afraid to overcook your meat. And your beef isn't perfectly round. So resting is a very important step to this dish. After you prepared your meat and put it into the fridge, you will only need to make a pastry. For this recipe, I use rough pastry. It is a substitution to classic puff pastry, but you can make it 6 times quicker and the results are pretty much the same. Place 375 grams of flour. Of course, I forgot about salt, so I added later. After that, add 375 grams of cold butter cut in cubes, then quickly rub it all together. But remember to do it roughly. You want to see a big chunks of butter in there. So when your pastry looks something like that, add 90 milliliters of very cold water and quickly form together. After quick knead, put flour on your working area and roll. We want it to be 3 times longer than wider. And then we fold it by 3 and rotate for 90 degrees and do the same thing. After second folding, we put our dough into a plastic foil and place in a freezer for 10 minutes. After that, we make the final 2 rolling and folding. Then we can place our dough into the fridge and rest for 10 minutes. And then we can put our Wellington together. Cut off 1/4 of a pastry for decoration and use the rest for covering the meat. You want it to be able to cover whole wrap. Then unwrap our meat and place it on a pastry. Then brush it with egg wash and cover whole meat. Combine 2 parts of dough and then squeeze the ends of pastry and put excess of it underneath your dish. Then again cover with plastic wrap and place into the fridge for 30 minutes. It will be much easier to work with our pastry when it is cold. At that time you can start rolling our decorative pastry for the length of our dish. Then carefully make holes in it to achieve amazing pattern. Put it into the fridge to be ready to use. So after 30 minutes, take out your Wellington and egg wash it. And place our decorative pastry on top. Make sure it is covered evenly and then cut off excess pastry. Again lightly egg wash it and put salt on it. Put thermometer from the side of our dish and bake for 20 minutes at 220 degrees. Then lower the temperature to 210 degrees and bake it like that until our meat reaches 30 degrees inside. And then put convection on and bake it until our meat reaches 35 degrees inside. We take our meat out and then let it rest for 10 minutes. And after that we can cut our Wellington. So as usual, I will shut up for a second and put some music on. Okay, if you saw this beef Wellington, don't wait, just hit subscribe button and go make your meat. Stop doing whatever you do and go make your beef Wellington. And by now, have a wonderful day.